Hello, people. Before I start the lesson, I just wanted to point out BlenderCon happening the 30th of October. This is probably Amsterdam time because I know that Blender is a Dutch company of some sort, although they have a wild business model that I can't quite wrap my mind around. Here we are in Blender. Look, I actually did it. I was surprised I was able to figure it out after a couple of YouTube videos and some suggestions from a few of my advanced students. Check it out. I have a reference here. I'll zoom in. Middle mouse to move the camera. I'm sorry. Shift middle mouse to move the camera over. Middle click, I'll say. So this is a screenshot, bird's eye view of the Van skate park. And yeah, I don't know. When I saw this, it just looked very Metaball-ish to me. So I did a little experiment here, and I came up with this little ramp. I'm going to try to do a better job here, but I'm also going to show you how to add the reference as well. So I'm going to start with a new thing. Go File, New, General. Do I need to save this? Sure, let's save it. I am going to begin by just getting rid of this. I want to do this second. I want to make my Metaball first. So I'm going to right click, choose delete. Here's what I don't understand. There's an E and an X. So I don't get how to delete this. So somebody correct me. E, that doesn't do anything. X, that does something. But why was the E deleted? Does that mean if I right click and hit E? That didn't work either. So interesting. X. So I'm going to select this, X, delete. Awesome. Apparently X is delete. You're going to hear my kids in the background. Okay, wow, I actually found one thing I liked better in Blender than I like Cinema 4D, and that is the Metaball. It's kind of like built in. You don't have to do the whole parent-child relationship thing. So I'm going to go under Add, or also Shift-A. But Add is up here. Shift-A is apparently how you're supposed to be doing it. I'll scroll down here and find Metaball, and I could just choose a ball. Okay, so what? Big deal. I'm going to make this a little more resolution. I'm noticing that the only way you can change the resolution of the ball or the facets or the faces of the ball is right after you do it. You have to come down here to this menu, open this up. It'll let you customize. Of course, because it's a Metaball, it doesn't give me that option. But these are a lot of times this is where the controls are. Let's add a couple more Metaballs. Add Metaball and then ellipsoid. So this is where it's kind of cool. Watch this. Metaballs just kind of work automatically. Look. I only had to create those two objects, and they're already kind of pulling apart and whatnot. Here's where I forgot to add my reference. Okay, my reference image. I'm going to put that here. And to add a reference image is just as easy as adding a Metaball. Add image, reference image. And what happens, I'm going to go diagonal a little bit. So I'm going to go like a 45-degree angle here. If I do Shift A and we add an image that is a reference, what happens is, so I got to find it. It's my desktop. This guy. So look, it drops it in this interesting view. It is literally straight on whatever my view is right now. Notice if I middle click, look around, it's not quite even here. So the only way I know to get around that is just simply go over here to this little toolbar thing and even out these degrees. I'm going to go 0, 0, and I'm assuming this one's 90 along the z-axis. But it's actually the y-axis, I think, 90. Yeah, I was wrong. I'm going to go 0. Y-axis should be 90. I'm getting better at guessing these. I got to admit, I don't really know them by heart. So there's my reference, and I'll scoot that over. I do, but I'm making a lesson right now. Can you shut the front door? And then I'll get you some headaches medicine and other stuff. So I apologize. It's wild over here right now. Okay, so I'm going to use this as my reference. Remember, I don't have to just use spheres. I could use squares and cubes and all that stuff. So let us begin by moving some of these metaballs around. I'm going to grab that ellipsoid. And man, now that I think about it, I'm going to simply scale this up. Whoops, I hit S and then let me hit escape there. S for scale, and then I'll blow it up. Ooh, that worked. A little more. Click. Rotate around. Bear with me. I'm trying to make this as efficient as I can. So I'm skewing that back. I don't want these balls to be so small. I'll move that over. And I don't know how to do a straight on view, so I am going to kind of not do this correctly. Some people will cringe. I'm sorry. I'm simply going to just guess here. But yeah, look, I'll scale from here. I remember if I just hit S, so I'll hover over the middle of this, hit S on my keyboard. Whoops, you don't drag, you just hit S and move out. Moves it pretty quick, but that seemed to work. Check this out. How do you copy this? Shift D. All right, I'm going to click. Kind of mess that up a little bit. I'm going to move this down. And, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I don't want to spend too much time because I could sit here and make things perfect all day long. So I am going to cheat. I'm going to get those two things to connect a little better. Let me middle click around. So they're kind of on the same axes here. Maybe I'll make one deeper. So there's two of them. Let me go back to the move tool. I'm still not totally used to this movement here. Let me select my ball. Shift D. Yeah, it's so strange. Well, I guess this is working. I don't know. Sure, I'll do that, but I'm going to middle click around to check it out. All right. Okay, it's working. Vans. Hire my students. I'm going to right click and choose X. No, I'm just going to select this. Hit X, delete. No, not the whole thing. X. And I think I just have one more to make. So I don't know. I think I'll select this one. Shift D. Bring it up. I'm going to end up shrinking this down. I'm just going to hit S. And, sorry, I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to hit S and then go in. Man, I got to say, Blender, your movements are weird sometimes. There we go. Go back to the move tool. So I just need to practice more about this, and clearly, if I really want to make it realistic, I probably need to make one more ellipsoid. So watch how I connect this. Let me go to the right here. Ooh, that's working. Just going to grab one more of these balls. Go. Whoops. Cinema 4D, not that. Okay. Shift D. Move it up here. I'll end up shrinking this down. Rotate around. Scale. So look. Oh my gosh, it worked. All right, Z-Bars, let's finish this. Here we go. What I know is that this is not a mesh. It needs to be a mesh for us to do the Boolean. Mr. Z, what is it? If it's not a mesh, it's a meta. I don't really know what that is, but let's fix this. So I'm going to select all my M balls, 0 through 5. I believe now I can go into the object. No. I'm going to have to go edit mode. Let's go edit mode. Shoot. How did I join this before? I might have to go to Google. Oh, man, I did it before. So you're supposed to be able to do join. No, convert to. Okay, that's what we go. We can't do join. We have to come down here and do convert to mesh. And this is a meta. Look. So we're going to make a mesh from a meta. Done. Now I just have this one thing. I'm going to right click. How do you rename? Can you just double click? Yes. This is going to be called the pool. Okay, let us rotate it a little bit. So I'm going to go into rotate mode. Rotate it. I don't know, this way. No, I'm going to go this way. Straighten it out a bit. Okay. I will now hide my reference. I'm going to go Shift A to make a new cube. Make it larger. So we're going to go scale mode. So Mrs. Eworth just came home from the store. I gotta wrap this up here. And remember, I gotta make this like thick enough to, make it look like some kind of pool or whatever. You also have to be aware not to go over the halfway point, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to roll into this like a normal skate pool. So yeah, like you have to worry about the height of things here. If it was like this high, it would be a weird angle. It should be something like this. Err on the side of, too far down. Okay, I now have two meshes I can make a Boolean out of. I think I selected the cube last time. I'm going to go over here under modifiers, which is here, the wrench on the right, skadoosh. We're going to add a modifier called a Boolean. Okay, it's asking, Mr. Z, what do you want a Boolean with? Well, I want a Boolean with another object, so I'll click on this target. And we're going to target the pool. Ooh. Okay, this is where it gets tricky, Ricky. Please pay attention here. I think it's intersect. So we're going to choose an intersection. No, it's not. It's difference, I guess. The problem is that once you make the Boolean, you have to hide the pool. Kaboom. That's a big difference between Cinema 4D and this app. Notice it's very rough. So one thing I didn't talk about was using subdivision surfaces to smooth out the thing. But, it's a start, right? At least, you can see the logic of it all. The big steps are making sure you convert the Boolean to a mesh. I'm impressed. I honestly was talking about figuring it out today. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. So I think I'm starting to kind of understand the logic of this. I wish you well. I got to go. Good luck. Google Chrome. Don't forget about BlenderCon. Ooh, under 15.